The MDC XT16HR East-West trailer is awesome. But do you want the OGE version that's off-grid extreme? I don't know. We're gonna take a minute to show you the differences, so don't go anywhere. Hey everybody, I'm PJ with Princess Craft RV, and I'm gonna show you the XT16HR East-West by MDC. But I'm also gonna show you the XT16HR OGE by MDC. That's right, we're gonna compare the differences between the two. And you know what? Maybe that will help you decide which one you want, because they're both pretty great. Let's head inside first. The interior of this feels so open. It has the white laminate cabinets, the white laminate walls. It feels very residential, very clean and contemporary, just a very nice open space. The accents on the cushions and on all the appliances, the black accents really set it off. The silver knobs, I love these guys. They just give it a little bit of pop without too much glam. So this really could be decked out to look like anything you wanted. You could add color, or you could just enjoy the clean, contemporary feel. White countertops really set it off. They do black counters underneath. Now, this seems like all obvious stuff, but I like to point it out because the next one we're going to look at is going to be a bit different. Let's check out the bathroom because that's a little different as well. So stepping in here, the layout is identical, okay? There's nothing changed here, but the white laminate just makes this feel, I don't know, open. It doesn't feel cramped at all, which is, I don't know, a nice feeling. I love the huge mirror here. Now you do have a white bowl here instead of the black one in the OGE. I'll show you that in just a minute. The white countertop, it just gives it a solid white, very clean, bright feeling in here. Maybe that's the word I'm looking for. The only wood in this is going to be on the flooring, which kind of grounds the space. So, I love the open feel. Now this has got some very comfortable seating, the black leatherette, but in this standard version, you've got a nice footrest here. I mean, that's pretty comfortable and an added feature in this trailer. I'm pretty comfortable, but why don't we go check out the interior on the OGE? Walking in, there's no doubt it's the exact same floor plan on this unit, the XT16HR East-West OGE. So the layout works great in this, works great in the other one, but the colors are a little different here. Instead of the all-white contemporary feel, you get still contemporary, but maybe a bit richer feeling. Because you've got this nice gray laminate up here on the cabinets. You've got wood tones up here on the table and the countertop instead of the all-white decor. All of the appliances, all the accents are black. And one thing I noticed right away is that visually, I love the fact that whatever they put up here that's black on these dark gray cabinets just kind of blends in. I mean, even the microwave up here, it just looks like part of the cabinetry with these black accents on every cabinet. It's a really nice look. The nice soft black leatherette seating, it's just a beautiful feel in here. Not the all-white open look that you have in the original. Okay. Let's look at the bathroom because it feels a little different as well, even though it's the same layout. They have the same gray cabinets in here, so maybe that's why it doesn't feel quite as big as the other bathroom, but it's the exact same size. And I have to say, it doesn't feel cramped. It does have this black sink instead of the white. It doesn't have the white countertops, so it has a more contemporary farmhouse feel. But I love that. It's lovely in here. I like both of them. So you're not going to notice any difference except the colors. Now let's talk about the biggest difference between these two campers. Obviously, off-grid extreme refers to power. So there is a huge power difference in what they're capable of. This trailer has 200 amp hours of lithium batteries. That is right here underneath the seat, along with your MPPT controller. You have a 1500 watt inverter over here on the other seat, and 250 watt solar panels on the roof. So you've got 300 watts of solar. You know, that is great power for almost any trailer that's on the market right now. It's not enough to run your AC off the grid. You may be able to start it, but really not get a lot of run time there. But anything else should power up just fine. Let's take a look at some switches and the battery disconnect right up here above the refrigerator. Now, everything is on its own circuit in an MDC, so you've got very nicely labeled switches here, your battery disconnect, but most importantly, if you are off the grid, you have got your battery monitor system, and it's going to tell you how much charge you're getting, how charged your batteries are, and how much time you have left. So all of that right up here in this cabinet. On the OGE version, you're going to upgrade from 300 watts of solar on the roof to 4 panels on top that are 175 watts each. That brings you up to 700 on the roof. Then you've got connections on the outside that can add another 600 watts of solar on portable panels. That's really great. If you want to park in the shade, put your portables out there in the sun. I don't know, we live in Texas. It's hot here. So shade is always awesome. But if you need sun on both of those, wow, that is going to keep the batteries charged. Now let's talk about batteries. Because the standard, you had 200 amp hours of lithium. That is really nice, but very tough to run the AC off the grid. In this, you have got 800 amp hours of lithium batteries, so that is a lot of power. Along with the solar, that's going to keep recharging it. You're going to be able to run that AC, have a good night's sleep, stay cool in here, keep everything running. There's a 3,000 watt inverter here instead of a 1,500 watt inverter. So, I don't know, twice the power right here, if not more. That 800 amp hour battery, it is split up and is under the seats right here. It does take up pretty much the full space. You do have a door on the outside that's going to allow you to access it, check it, whatever you need in there. There is an inverter right up here in the corner of the bed, and don't worry, there's a lift-up panel. Very easy to get to it. Your MPPT controller is up there as well. So access to all of these is really easy in this design, and that's really nice. Let's take a look at the controls in the cabinet real quick. Right up here, you've got all the controls, the breakers, the resettable fuses. Top left, of course, you're going to be able to see all of your battery usage, what's available, all of the hours. Now, you can also see that on an app. Now, this is a Renogy system. I love that because everything is integrated, it's made to work together, and the app is going to give you all the information you need to be off the grid. So, your battery disconnect is in there. Of course, down here you've got switches to turn off any piece of equipment that you want to be sure is not operating and drawing any power. So, very well thought out, very well labeled, easy to use, and seamless in making all of these parts work together so that you can camp off the grid. Let's go back to the original XT16HR East-West and see what it has to offer. The exterior of the standard version has a different look, just like the inside. But in this case, it's kind of got a little more pizzazz. You've got a lot busier graphic, the orange color, a little bit of splash out there. I mean, it just looks like adventure. You've got the same stone guard all the way around, but the graphics on the top and the color of the Phylon are going to give you a little different look. So after everything is said and done, you may just like the look of this a little bit better. Because of the power differences and the storage it takes for that, you do have a little more space right over here. So right in this storage compartment, you see we've got the annex room and we've got the shower tent all stored right here, whereas this is where you've got gear in the other trailer. Also, up front, you'll notice you don't have the full enclosure. You do have open tanks and the 2 jerry can holders right up here in front with a rock guard that's going to protect it going down the road. So regardless of the look of the trailer, you've still got all the great features. The annex room, you've got the awning, the kitchen. Let's go check out the OGE, see what it looks like on the outside. The graphics on the OGE version are simplified. You have the base white, the black markings, and just a little different feel to it. Not as splashy, but that kind of matches the inside. You're not going to see a lot of differences. It still has the great storage in the front, the nice diamond plate all the way up, because you might be in some brush. You never know what you'll run into if you're traveling a trail that maybe isn't paved. You've also got the annex room with it. You've got the shower tent room. You've got all of the extras, this fabulous pull-out kitchen. That is one of my favorite pieces that comes with the MDC. It is so nice, so easy to work with. A large pull-out for the cooler, and of course, a cocktail table that folds down. So this is really ready for adventure anywhere you want to go. The biggest difference that you'll see, of course, it has more power. It is going to be more self-sufficient when you're off the grid. That's the biggest difference that you need to know about the OGE version. And if that's what you want, an adventure just about anywhere, you need to take a look at this because it is ready for anything. Now, if you want to see full-length videos, again, you can check that out on our Princess Craft YouTube channel. We have done detailed walkthroughs on each of these trailers, so you can get all the details that you need there. I'm PJ from Princess Craft RV, and I've loved comparing the OGE to the standard XT16HR East-West. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.